If I have told you once, I have told you 100,000 times, I will not have you running around and playing these foolish games in the halls. It just isn't dignified. We are the rulers of this kingdom, and if we don't set a proper example for everyone else, I'd like to know who will. I mean, what's the point of being a ruler if one doesn't behave as a ruler should?
Mama?
Now what?
Mama, when am I gonna get my princess?
Dauntless, I don't want to talk about that right now. Now come along, it's time for your cocoa.
Mama, sometimes I get the funniest feeling that you don't want me to get married.
Don't want you to. Dauntless, don't you trust me?
Of course, Mama.
Then how could you say such a thing? Don't want you to get married. Of course I want you to get married. How many times have I said to you, I want you to get married? Well, just this morning, I told your father, I said, Sextimus, I want that boy to get married. It just isn't normal for a boy his age to stay single. And after all, he is the prince. I said, don't you forget, he's next in line to the throne. I mean, we're not exactly the oldest people on earth. But we're not going to live forever. And I know I'd feel much better and much safer knowing my boy was married and settled and set. And that is exactly what I told your father this morning. Exact verbatim. Of course, he didn't say anything. He never does. But you know him just as well as I do. I don't have to tell you how insufferable he is. But that's my cross of pain. I don't want you to worry your head one tiny bit about the fact that your father and I don't get along, and probably never will. So, if he makes me miserable and makes me suffer, I'll just have to put up with it. And I will not allow it to affect my child's attitude toward him or me. I mean, he may be a mean, stupid, selfish, miserable, awful man, but he is your father, and you must respect him. Just remember, there's only one person who truly loves you and who truly cares about your happiness and your future. And that's exactly what we're talking about right now. Your future. So, let me make this clear. I want you to get married, but I don't want you to marry just anyone. No, she has to be kind enough and sweet enough and good enough for my little baby boy. And of course she has to be a princess. I mean a real princess. She has to be a real, genuine, bona fide princess, just like I was. That's what you want, isn't it? Someone like me. Of course it is. If I were just 20 years younger. Well, never mind. Just remember this. You must trust me.
Your Majesty, Your Highness.
Hello, Harry.
Don't interrupt. Well,
Sir Harry wishes to speak to you, Your Majesty.
well,
Your Majesty, I have the honor to request a perilous favor. I wish to seek out a true princess, one who will suit both Your Majesty and Prince Douglas.
no.
Mama?
No. We've been through all the eligible girls in neighboring kingdoms. There are simply none left. We'll just have to wait till their little sisters grow up, and that could take years.
But Your Majesty, I plan to head north, over the mountains,
Over the mountains,
across the Badlands,
across the
and
Badlands,
into the marsh where the beautiful swamp lily grows.
into the marsh. You're out of your mind.
Mama?
You won't find anything but frogs and tadpoles there.
Mama?
Quiet! Do you know what the weather's like there?
Mama?
Do you know how damp and humid? And I said shut up! And
Mama! At least let Sir Harry try for me.
all right, he can try, but it's your sinuses.
Hooray!
Now come along, Douglas, you missed your cocoa.
Good luck, Sir Harry. Good luck.
Don't be afraid, young lord. I'll find a princess who's not only a real princess,